Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props I like on Prizepicks for today's MLB slate on Wednesday, August the 20th. We got a full slate of games on Wednesday. We do have a couple early games today, as per usual on Wednesdays, and I do have some plays that I'm going to give out from the early games, so hopefully by the time you're watching this video, you'll be able to get these plays in and these games won't have started yet. I'm recording this video the night before, gonna upload it on Tuesday night, so gonna give you guys time to get these plays in, but we got 3 plays for today, and as always, we're gonna break down these plays and share why I like them. Now, before we do get started, guys, make sure to hit that like button down below if you enjoy these Prizepicks videos. Be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to the channel, if you are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have a Prizepicks account, make sure that you go sign up, use that promo code NOAH. When you do sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and play $5, you're going to get $50 worth of free lineups instantly added to your account. So be sure to use those free lineups that Prizepicks gives you. Hopefully you'll make some money off those lineups. You can start to build up that bankroll and start to win some money over on Prizepicks. But again, if you don't have an account over there, sign up and use that promo code NOAH. And then also do want to shout out Sleeper because we do have a partnership with Sleeper as well. You guys can go sign up for Sleeper. Use promo code NOAH over there, and you'll get your first deposit matched up to $100. So if you put in $100, Sleeper will match that. They'll give you an additional $100 to play with. So now you have a $200 bankroll to work with. You can try and build that up over on Sleeper. You don't have to deposit $100. You can just deposit 50, 25, 10, whatever you want to put in. But whatever you do put in, it is matched up to $100. Again, when you sign up with code NOAH, be sure to go check out Sleeper, download their app, and again, use that code NOAH if you guys don't have an account over there. But let's talk about some Prizepicks plays that I do like for today on Wednesday. Now, I do want to recap our plays from Tuesday's video before we talk through our plays for today. So, gave out 3 picks on Tuesday, got that full sweep that we kind of been desperately needing. Have a lot of days lately where we've gone 2 and 3, and it's been frustrating. But we finally got that full sweep on Wednesday or on Tuesday. So hopefully you guys did tail. Cashed Jake Irvin over 5.5 hits allowed, which was relatively sweat-free. Irvin struggled Tuesday night, gave up a bunch of runs, gave up a bunch of hits, and then the other 2 plays we took were was a 2-pick stack, hitter stack with 2 Yankees hitters. We took Aaron Judge over fantasy, Jazz Chisholm over fantasy. Judge homered in the first inning, and then Jazz homered in his second at bat. So pretty sweat-free plays on Tuesday. Hopefully we can get some more of those because it's always good when you can cash them sweat-free. Really like the reads that we had on Tuesday, and hopefully we can run it back here for this slate on Wednesday, guys. So let's try and make some money today. Let's talk about some plays I'm liking for this Wednesday slate. Now, the first 2 plays that I'm liking are going to be hitter fantasy scores. We're going to look at 2 props in the same game. We're going to take 2 props, though, from different teams. We're not going to do a stack here, but the first prop that I do like for today is going to be a hitter fantasy score on Ketel Marte. We're going to take Ketel Marte for more than 7.5 hitter fantasy score. Now, Ketel Marte, he's kind of been, up and down lately, as you can see, based off his game logs. Had some good games, had some bad games. Did have a series in Coors Field, so obviously that was, beneficial for them. Obviously, they're going back home today, so not as good of a hitting environment as if they were playing in Coors Field. But the Diamondbacks ballpark, Chase Field, it still is a pretty good hitter's ballpark. It typically plays hitter friendly. And I do like this matchup for Ketel Marte today, going up against Parker Messick. Now, I don't know a lot about this guy that's going to be starting for the Guardians. He's a rookie. He's going to be making his major league debut. So obviously, we're kind of going blind here looking at his stats. But I did pull up some of his stats in the minor leagues. He was solid in the minor leagues, but he wasn't dominant. Like he had a 29% strikeout rate in AAA this year, which is solid. That's not great, but it's solid. He had a 10% walk rate, so he did have a pretty high walk rate. And then his ERA in AAA this year was, I think it was like 3.2 something. I looked at it earlier. 3.47 ERA for Parker Messick in AAA this year. So like he's posted decent stats in AAA, but he wasn't like a top prospect standout pitcher. I think he's like the Guardians' number 10 prospect. So he's a guy that's has promise, but I don't think he's going to come in and just be completely dominant. And if we look at the Diamondbacks team total for today, the Diamondbacks do have a team total near 5 runs. So Vegas, they're expecting the Diamondbacks to put up some runs here. And Parker Messick is a left-handed pitcher. And Ketel Marte, he's a switch hitter. But he's historically had better splits against left-handed pitching just all throughout his career. Now this season, Ketel Marte has been a little bit worse against left-handed pitching. If you look at his stats against lefties this year, batting 254, whereas against right-handed pitching, he's batting 316. And a lot of his other stats, like he has the lower on-base percentage, slugging, OPS. But throughout his career, he's had better splits against right-handed pitching. And like last season, he was, left-handed pitching. And last season, Ketel Marte was really, really good against left-handed pitching. He batted 342. He's been better against left-handed pitching like every season of his career, except for this season. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, this season Ketel has been worse against lefties. But we have a long track record of him being really good against left-handed pitching, and that's what I'm going to lean into. So I do think this is a good spot for Ketel Marte facing a young pitcher making his MLB debut. There's definitely going to be probably some nerves. I don't think Messic's going to get blown up, but I don't think he's going to go out there and dominate either. I think the Diamondbacks can definitely put up some runs against him. I mean, the Diamondbacks, they are still a decent offense, even though they did trade away some of their best hitters. Josh Taylor obviously no longer on the team. They've made some trades, but this is still a decent offense. It's a good hitter's ballpark as well. And Ketel Marte, I do like in this matchup, a guy that's just historically hit left-handed pitching really well throughout his career. So that's going to be our first play for today. Next play is going to be on the other side of that game, and we're going to take Jose Ramirez for more than 7.5 hitter fantasy score. Now, Jose Ramirez, he did have a good game on I think it was Tuesday night. He did hit a home run on Tuesday night. I think he also went over this fantasy score line on Monday night's game, so he's over this line in both of the games in this series. And I like the matchup again for Jose Ramirez today, going up against Brandon Pfaadt. Brandon Pfaadt going to be pitching for the Diamondbacks today. And Brandon Pfaadt has really struggled this year. He's got a 5.08 ERA, and his expected ERA is even worse. It's 5.92. Pfaadt has one of the worst expected ERAs among starting pitchers. He's also got one of the worst expected batting averages. His expected batting average is 302. Pfaadt also this year, not really getting a lot of strikeouts, has the lowest strikeout rate of his career, 18.6%. So, he's giving up a lot of hard hits, getting barreled a lot, has a hard hit percentage almost at 47%, not getting a lot of strikeouts, giving up a lot of runs, giving up a lot of hits this year. It's just been a rough season for Brandon Pfaadt. I know he's pitched a little bit better as of late, I want to say. I think his last few starts, he's been pitching better. I'm going to look at his game log real quick just to confirm that. But let's see here. So Pfaadt, in his last start, okay, so he did give up 8 hits and 4 runs in his last start. That was at Coors Field. Then he did give up 11 hits and 3 runs to the Rockies at home. Gave up 5 hits, 2 runs to the Padres. It's just kind of been a struggle for Brandon Pfaadt. I mean, he gave up 11 hits and 7 runs to the Tigers. I don't think Pfaadt's going to go out there and just get blown up today, but I also don't think he's going to go out there and pitch an absolute gem. And this Guardians lineup, even though they're not the most dangerous lineup, the top of their lineup is definitely tough to get through. Stephen Kwan, good hitter, puts the ball in play, doesn't strike out at all. Daniel Schieneman's been solid against right-handed pitching. Kyle Manzaro's got power. And then obviously their best hitter, Jose Ramirez, has been really good against right-handed pitching this season. You look at Ramirez's stats against right-handed pitching. Ramirez, he's also a switch hitter, similar to Ketel Marte. Ramirez has also been a little bit better against left-handed pitching, but against right-handed pitching, he's still been really good. 279 average, has a 353 on-base percentage, so he gets on base a lot. 523 slug, 877 OPS, 245 ISO, 136 WRC+. Just great numbers all around from Jose Ramirez. And another thing that I like is that Jose Ramirez does offer stolen base upside, which if you're taking a fantasy score prop, a hitter fantasy score, you do get 5 points for stolen bases. And anytime Jose Ramirez gets on base, he's going to be a threat to steal. This season, he's stolen 36 bases, which I'm pretty sure is towards the top of the league. He's got, I think he's top 3 in the league in stolen bases. He might even be, I don't know, he might lead the league for all I know. 36 stolen bases, that's definitely towards the top. So Ramirez, stolen base upside, a lot of power, puts the ball in play. Good matchup against a hitter that's given up a lot of hits this year, has a very high expected batting average. This definitely feels like a spot where Ramirez probably gets on base, gets a single, and then maybe could steal second. Maybe he hits a home run, but I think there's definitely a lot of ways he could go over this fantasy score line. I like this matchup a lot for him against a pitcher that has really struggled this season. That is Brandon Pfaadt. So those are the first 2 props I like for today, both hitter props. And then the other prop that we're going to take is a hits allowed prop, so a pitcher prop. We're going to take Kodai Senga for more than 4.5 hits allowed. Now, Kodai Senga, as you can see, based off his recent games, he's done a pretty good job of not giving up a lot of hits. Only gave up 4 hits to the Angels, 4 to the Giants. Then he faced the Giants again, gave up 5 hits. Then only 2 to the Brewers, but then he did give up 5 hits in his last start against the Braves. Today he's going to be facing the Nationals, and while the Nationals on paper might not be the scariest offense, the Nationals have definitely been a lot better against right-handed pitching than they have been against left-handed pitching. As of late, the Nationals have been like one of the worst offenses against left-handed pitching, but against right-handed pitching, they've actually been pretty solid. If you look at their stats this season against right-handed pitching, in terms of their batting average, they do rank, let's see, they rank just around league average in batting average, 248 average against right-handed pitching. But as of late, the Nationals have definitely been hitting right-handed pitching a lot better. Over the last 30 days, the Nationals have the 6th best average, 270 against right-handed pitching. And then I want to say over the last 14 days, they've still been up there, top 5 in the league last 14 days against right-handed pitching. They've got a 280 average. So the Nationals have been hitting, getting hits against right-handed pitching as of late. Kodai Senga, he's definitely a good pitcher. He's a guy that, he's a unique pitcher. He throws a fork ball, which is not a pitch that you really see a lot. It's not a pitch that a lot of pitchers throw. He is a guy that can get a lot of swings and misses because of that pitch. It's a pitch that definitely generates chases, swings and misses. But a good amount of these Nationals hitters have seen Kodai Senga before, which I think is kind of important here, because when you have a unique pitcher like Kodai Senga that throws a fork ball, it's definitely one of those things where you want to see a pitcher. This is a guy that I think when he faces a team multiple times, he's probably going to struggle against them the more that he faces them as they start to see his pitch mix more. And looking at Kodai Senga's stats in his career against the Nationals, he's faced them 4 times. He has given up 5 hits, 5+ hits in 2 of those 4 starts. And then if we look at some of the BVP stats for the Nationals, BVP can definitely be a little bit overblown, but I did want to mention it because I think this is a unique situation given that Senga is such a unique pitcher. But CJ Abrams, he is 3 for 9 off Kodai Senga. Jacob Young's 1 for 2. James Woods 2 for 5. Dylan Cruz is 1 for 2. So some of these Nationals hitters have been able to get hits against Kodai Senga. As a team, the Nationals have been hitting right-handed pitching well lately. So I do like this spot for the Nationals to be able to at least get some hits against Senga. I don't know if they're going to go out there and put up a bunch of runs, but I think they can definitely put the ball in play. The Nationals are a pesky offense. They don't strike out a ton against right-handed pitching. They're a team that typically puts the ball in play. So 5 hits allowed. I think we can definitely get 5 hits from the Nationals here against Kodai Senga. And I was looking at sportsbook odds right now on DraftKings Sportsbook. Kodai Senga, if you look at his hits allowed prop, if you take him for 5+ hits allowed, it's like -160 on DraftKings. So the sportsbook odds are heavily favoring Senga to give up 5 hits here. Hopefully that happens. I do like him for more than 4.5 hits allowed. So these are going to be our props for today, guys. 3 plays for this slate on Wednesday. Again, we do have some early games today, so I'm recording this video Tuesday night. Hopefully, by the time you're watching this video, you'll be able to get all these plays in. But let's try and go back-to-back. We got a 3-0 sweep on Tuesday, and let's try and get another one here for Wednesday. But as always, guys, appreciate you watching. Make sure to hit that like button before you do get out of here. Hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys don't have an account over on Prizepicks, make sure that you go sign up for Prizepicks. Use that promo code NOAH. When you do sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code, play $5, you're going to get $50 worth of free lineups instantly added to your account. So check out Prizepicks if you have not yet. But good luck as always, guys. Let's win some money tonight. I'll see you guys in the next video.